Hi guys, welcome back to another episode in this series about the Vedas. Today we're going to be looking at how someone with a Vedic background looks at life and how his perspectives may differ from a person without Vedic vision or background. So let's dive right in. First of all, what is this Vedic vision? The Vedic perspective or outlook on life can be broken down into three fundamental principles. 1. Accepting the law of karma. 2. Accepting an identity beyond this physical body. And 3. Accepting the concept of varna and ashrama dharma. Let's take a look at this first principle in Vedic vision, the law of karma. Generally speaking, the world today accepts a somewhat morphed idea of the law of karma. The simplistic understanding is that every action has a result. But when it comes to Vedic thinking, here, the karma we analyze is not simply the general actions that we perform on a day-to-day basis, but specific actions as prescribed by the Vedas, Vedic karma. Someone may ask the question, what's so special about Vedic karma? Unlike the regular activities that all living beings engage in, Vedic karma, meaning specific actions prescribed by the Vedas, are meant to be done keeping in mind an outcome or result, not only here and now in this life and this body, but in another life and in another body. This takes us to the second principle in Vedic vision, the acceptance of an identity beyond this physical body. A person who does Vedic karma has a philosophy of life enshrined in him, which does not make him think, YOLO, you only live once. The Vedic vision presents the concept of innumerable past lives and a future life to follow after death. The transmigratory entity, the JIVA or soul concept, goes through several births, taking various forms depending on the actions done in previous lives. However, unlike many Abrahamic religions that speak of an eternal abode for the soul after death, the Vedas have no eternal abode for the soul who attains any higher world through their actions, either good or bad. The jiva or the traveling soul can only spend a limited amount of time in a higher world where enjoyments are many, or in a lower world where there is perpetual suffering, based on what merit or sin he has to exhaust in that particular body. Think of it like a debit card. You deposit money into your bank account, that's your punya and papa, the stored karmic record of your good or bad actions. Then with a higher account balance, that is more punya, you can shop at the luxury brand stores, aka higher worlds. But once your account balance goes low, then you'll have to end up coming back to street shopping, aka back to lower worlds. The same thing applies to papa. When papa or karmic record of all your negative actions is ready to be exhausted, the jiva or soul goes to lower worlds to suffer, but not forever. Once that papa karma brings its result, the jiva or soul continues its journey. The key idea here is that a person of Vedic vision recognizes himself to be a jiva, a transmigratory soul only here in this human body for a limited time based on his past actions, and will have a future birth. Therefore, he does Vedic karma to secure himself a better body in the next life with greater enjoyments and lesser discomforts. The third and final perspective of Vedic vision is that of dharma, more accurately, Vedic dharma, and its system of societal structure, the varna and ashrama system. In the recent years, these topics have become somewhat controversial given the history of India and the negativity associated with the misunderstood concept of caste. What is this Vedic categorization of varna and ashrama? The varna and ashrama system looks at the natural development of human beings and thus defines each stage of life in a systematic way. The ashrama system talks about life in its phases from student age to married life, retirement, and thereafter renunciation. The varna system categorizes human beings based on their mental capacities, strengths, and areas of focus. For example, those focused on education and research belong to one category, whereas those focused on financial growth and prosperity belong to another category. These categorizations are not to be understood as hierarchical, meaning one group is better or worse than the other. They are to be understood as limbs, all working together for the collective best interests of society. Reference to this is seen in the Purusha Suktam, found in the Vedas.
Brahmano osya mukhamasit bahurajanyah kritaha uru tadasya yadvaishyah padbhyagum shudro ajayata.
The Vedas, having presented this structure of varna and ashrama, prescribes the most appropriate lifestyle for each category of human beings to maximize their efficiency while in a human body, with the outcome of being able to experience greater joys in higher worlds in future lives. I'm sure some of you, if you've reached this far in the video, may be wondering, why would I want to have greater joys in a future life? Why not here now in this life? Why can't I enjoy this life to the fullest? Here is where a person of Vedic vision differs from the common thinking of human beings. The Vedic visionary sees this world and mortal form as a harvesting ground to do as much Vedic karma as possible to attain a much greater and much longer duration of happiness in a future life. They see human birth as a short window of opportunity to make their future life grand and divine. Whether we have Vedic vision or not, it is certainly an outlook on life which bewilders the intellect, and hopefully we'll get a chance to look at some of these topics raised in this video in greater detail in future. If you like this video, then do give us a thumbs up, comment below your thoughts on Vedic vision, and if you want to see more videos like this, then do subscribe to our channel. Until next time, stay curious.